What's up, YouTube? So, check this out. I got some brand new steel toes. My old ones had pretty much crapped out on me, and they were past their 1-year mark. So it was definitely time to pick up some steel toes. Now, the size 12.5s on the boots right here are actually a size 13.5 in regular shoes. So, yeah, got me a brand new pair of ass-kicking boots. Good looking. I'm here to do a food review because a while back, let me get my boots on real quick. A while back, I saw this thing on the show Tasted. Maybe you've heard of it. Features a delightful cast of people. The main two people, though, we got Noah Galutin and his producer T. And they have shows like, why would you drink that? Why would you eat that? Well, a while back, this company, not this company, but this gas station, okay, this gas station comes out with these deep fried Doritos. They're like about that big around. And, you know, there's a lot of shit talking about them, but I'm willing to bet you they're not that bad. I guess it depends on your taste, really. Maybe you might recognize them, but these are the Doritos loaded. We got the original and the cheddar jalapeno. We're gonna open these bad boys up, and I'll make a couple and do a review for you on YouTube, just for my fans and just for my friends. Alright, so for this review, I loaded up a plate just to try these. I've never tried the Doritos loaded, but I'm a huge fan of Doritos. Anybody who knows me knows this. But these Doritos loaded, they were they came out in this gas station type deal. They talked about it on the food feeder. And I'm currently microwaving up 5 of each kind. So we got 5 of the cheddar jalapeno and 5 of the regular. I like Doritos, so I don't know how this is going to taste, but odds are I bet you it'll taste just fine. Microwavable food can save your ass a lot of money, and it's hella fucking easy to make, you know what I'm saying? I put all 10 of them in there for like 4 minutes. We'll see if that's enough time. And while we wait for them, I'm going to check my Facebook right quick. Ah, yes. A new flavor. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely have to look for those when I can. One of my friends on Facebook was telling me that he showed me a picture of these new Swisher Sweets. They look like the Swisher Sweet Wilds from what I can gather. The pink and the green and the white. Definitely let's check those out. Yeah. Let's sit here and just kill some time while I wait for these fuckers to microwave. You know, I like Doritos. I've never had Doritos loaded before, so hopefully they're good. Of course, Noah Galutin's kind of a food diva, so he'd look at you and be like, the fuck are these? And then he'd probably make some snide comment about someone's genitalia or some shit like that. But I'm open to try new things when it comes to food. So we'll give them a try and see how they do. Let's just say one of my boots had a hole in it, and the other one was about to be there. So it was definitely time that I got me a new pair. And these are the Inspector Tactical Footwear boots. I got them at Walmart for about almost 30 bucks. And these are good quality boots too. They last me an entire freaking year before I have to buy new shoes. I heard the microwave. Let's see how we did, YouTube. Yep, 4 minutes was definitely enough. Look at all that cheese oozing out these motherfuckers. Some of these are going to be just regular. Some of these are going to be cheddar jalapeno. Fuck, those are going to be hot. Ow. Okay, licking the cheese sauce off before it has time to cool. Not my smartest move. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to let these Doritos loaded cool off a bit. 4 minutes was more than enough. Some of the ones on the bottom are kind of oozing cheese, it looks like. Yeah, so Bachelor Food 101. let these fuckers cool off before I get into the review. Hold on a second. Let's smell these real quick. Oh, YouTube. They smell dankety dank. Oh yeah, when it comes to trying new foods, I love to experiment and try new foods from around the world if I could. Because it's really cool to get a sense of someone's culture through their cuisine, you know what I'm saying? There are certain restaurants around the world that serve you King Cobra, and I would definitely try it. Yeah, I would, straight up. And the same restaurant I'm thinking of also mixes the blood of the animal with some really strong ass vodka, and you're supposed to drink the entire bottle out of respect for their culture while you're eating the cobra stew and what have you. So yeah, if somebody offered me snake, I would definitely try it. Doritos loaded. Fucking finish the cigarette here. I wouldn't trust anything else but steel toes. I like wearing steel toe black boots. They're comfortable, they're good for kicking ass, taking names. And above everything else, you know, if you're working in a job that has a lot of heavy lifting, you know, and my job does have some heavy lifting involved. You know, worst case scenario, you drop a box of fries on your toes. You know, at least you know with steel toes, you're good to go. So we'll give those fuckers a second to fucking cool off, and then we'll jump into the review. Well, the smell of them is making my mouth water, so that's usually a good sign. In fact, while I'm waiting for them to cool off, let's do a little video search. Yes, 1 year ago. There's an ad. Oh, there's an ad for Guinness. Ooh, Guinness. I like Guinness, YouTube. I may have British heritage, but I do enjoy Guinness. It is quite delicious. This is for Guinness Drought Stout. Skip ad.
Well, my underwear are about to be a lot less dry, because it's time for me to eat some Doritos. Load in your pants. Hey everybody, it's me, Noah Galoot. Now, it wasn't too long ago that we started telling you guys about these new Doritos Loaded available at 7-Eleven. Basically, they're like these Dorito cheese dust crispy fried triangle things, and they're being tested out across the country. Well, as you've already probably guessed, T managed to find these things and brought them into the office. So I tried to renegotiate to not have to put these things in my face hole and put them in my butthole instead, but then T smartly pointed out that we already did a whole like a mozzarella stick butt chugging episode on Food Feeder Nights. So I guess I gotta eat them in this hole. You know what? I'm gonna be optimistic this time. It's gonna be fantastic. Doritos are good, cheese is good, fried things are good. The room temperature bag of things that were in a holding case they're all right. I'm gonna probably hate them.
Okay, so a year ago is when they did the Doritos loaded in our mouths Food Feeder episode, and apparently they did so well at 7-Eleven that now you can get Doritos loaded in the grocery stores. So let's watch the video first.
Here we go. It's bad in the way I did not expect. It's like if you put cheese toast in the toaster oven and then forgot about it and then came in the next day and it was still in your toaster oven and you ate it. It's got that like really weird dry, like simultaneously dry and rubbery. This is definitely a nacho cheese flavored Dorito thing. There's no question. It has that like tingly, chemical, salty cheese taste on your mouth. It feels like this was baked in an easy bake oven in like 1967. And then it just sat in cheese.
Well, unfortunately for Noah Gluten, when he got those did look a little dry. So when he did the review for Tasted, he could just break them apart. But he'll hold these motherfuckers up and yeah, you see that? You see that? You see, oh yeah, look at that. These don't just break apart. They, you know what I'm saying? All right, all right. That was clearly a nacho cheese one. Yep, cheddar jalapeno. Ooh, yeah, there's a jalapeno. I like that. You know what? I don't care what Noah Gluten says. These things are delicious. I guess when he got them, when him or T, whoever is in charge of getting food for the Food Feeder episodes, I'm guessing that when they got those, they walked into 7-Eleven and they got them, and they've been sitting in that oven thingy for too long. But no, these ooh. Okay, the cheddar jalapeno ones, yeah. You know what? These are really good. Honestly, I would recommend these. Play the rest of the episode.
Car for 40 years. Like, it makes me wish that it was fried properly, because I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. Just, like, learn how to fry something. Popeyes can fry things. They figured it out. Like, if I went home and took, like, nacho cheese Doritos and crumbled them and made, like a fried cheese croquette, it would actually taste good. This does not taste good. And now I feel like all the moisture in my entire body has been sucked into these things. I'm just gonna be like just like shitting like just salty water. And just in a weird like dehydrated cheesy Yule log. Alright, look, I would love to sit here and keep talking about these things, but there's no more moisture in my mouth, so let's just go ahead and feed the office. Well,
yes.
How do you feel about Dorito cheese triangles in general?
Generally good.
Yeah?
Yeah, for some time now, I would say. These are so much flatter than I expected.
Question is, what kind of triangle is this?
Equilateral?
Yeah? Oh god.
Here's the moment of truth.
God, why is it so dry?
That's the issue.
Is dry an ingredient? It's like I've been in dirt.
It's the densest, driest thing in the history
It's
of mankind.
so dense, but that's why I feel like if they were right out of the microwave or whatever those things are called, like, where they have it like Dunkin'
Should
Donuts.
we wrap it in a wet paper towel and microwave it?
Maybe.
It is super dry. Like, I feel like at any moment I'm going to turn into the guy at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think the food feeders at the office, I think they might have gotten a bad batch, honestly, because these are all right. You know, these are really good. The originals are really good, but if I had to pick one, like the original Doritos loaded or the cheddar jalapeno, that's tough. I like them both, but the cheddar jalapeno has a nice spicy kick to it, yeah. Like, these don't taste dry at all, you know. You got the crunchiness of the outer shell, and then all this gooey melted cheese and what have you in the middle.
One more bite and it's like, what is happening to me?
How many of these do you could eat without drinking any water?
2.
Instantly, my mouth is the worst tasting desert.
I think these are contributing to the drought problem we're having in Los Angeles.
These are super dangerous because, man, are they terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I want to eat a lot of them.
You gotta Kobayashi style. You gotta dip it in water and then eat it.
It is better dipped in water.
Jeez, it's like hard. It's coagulated.
It's harder than regular cheese.
This is food that's just waiting for my wife to go out of town.
But these were hot, and the cheese was melty, and I had some ranch. Hell yeah.
I feel like if these
Hell yeah.
were like a spaghetti and meat sauce that I made at my apartment, it'd be pretty good. Luckily, we're all in agreement this time. These are dry as fuck. I'll tell you one thing. You think these are disgusting, and you were like, hey, no, why don't you eat good food? I'll tell you what, pop over to Mandatory. They got some videos there of me making food, and it doesn't taste like a piece of shit. So that's kind of exciting. Well, that's it for us today, guys. I'm Noah Galutin, and subscribe to Tasted, and you can watch me butt chug things with negative moisture. These are terrible. I don't like them.
Well, to be fair, Noah Galutin lives out in California, where they have a whole lot of food options. So, if you live in California and you actually can afford to eat out every now and then, if you live in California, you're gonna have, like, Los Angeles. I can't even imagine how many restaurants are in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a shit ton of options. Well, sorry to hear that Tasty got a bad batch of these, because these are delicious. You know, I wouldn't, I mean, I could not physically eat an entire box in one sitting, but, you know, make yourself a little something to eat. These are alright. These aren't even dry. There's a nice light chewy crunch on the outside, and then you got the ooey gooey hot melted cheese on the inside. But yeah, the cheddar jalapeno, these are pretty good. One of my good friends hooked me up with a Fry Daddy, those of you who don't know what a fry daddy is, they're basically there to help you make deep fried chicken, and ooh. And at some point in the near future, I will be doing my own fried chicken. And I had the crazy idea to use Dorito crumbs as a crust for the chicken. You take some nacho cheese Doritos and you crush them up into a fine powder. And then you take your thawed chicken leg or wing, whichever you're doing, and soak your raw, uncooked, de-thawed chicken. Like, rotate that shit in some raw egg. And then you dip that in the Dorito powder until you get, and repeat until you get a nice, thick Dorito crust. And you want the Dorito crumbs to be powder, basically. So when you deep fry it, it doesn't, turn to shit. And then hopefully, hopefully, if you've done it correctly, when you deep fry your chicken will have the consistency of the skin, will have an outside that looks like these things right here on the outside. Which, Doritos deep fried chicken, I've definitely wanted to try it. I thought of it one day and I'm like, you know what, that does sound kind of good. The only problem with deep frying chicken is you have to get your vegetable oil to about 400 degrees. And if you have a Fry Daddy, it doesn't necessarily come with a lid, but luckily one of the pots that I have has a glass lid that I can put on top of the Fry Daddy, so I don't just, spit grease everywhere and shit. If you're not a fan of spicy, then you'll definitely like the original Doritos loaded. Straight up cheese in the middle, really good. But those jalapeno cheddar ones, I have to say I like those too because I like spicy. So I know that Doritos Loaded have been out for a long ass time, but I don't care. I'm doing a review on them. If you see these in your Albertsons or your Walmart, I definitely recommend these. If you like Doritos, you like cheese. Yeah, a small plate, put 10 of them on there. It's like 4 minutes and they're done. I've seen these in the store before and I've always wanted to try them. Definitely not what I was expecting, but by no means is it terrible because these are actually delicious. So, yeah, there's the plate full right there. And to wash it down, we have a can of Mountain Dew Voltage. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this plate in the sink. On a different subject, check this out, YouTube. This gorgeous wand I made for J.K. Rowling. I gotta mail it off when I can. Black for Harry Potter's hair, and then green for his eyes. Funny story. The original wand I was trying to make for J.K. Rowling as a fan-made gift, if you will, fucker snapped on me. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So I had to remake it, and the remake turned out excellent. I actually grew up when the Harry Potter books were coming out, believe it or not. I remember when I was a kid, eagerly awaiting the next book, you know. So I pretty much grew up when Harry Potter came out, you know what I'm saying? When I was in high school and junior high and grade school, my reading level was so far behind, it was ridiculous. But thanks to the Harry Potter series, I was able to advance my reading level from where it was to by the time I was in 9th grade. By the time I was in 9th grade, I was reading at a college level. J.K. Rowling is a brilliant author, to say the least. And to this day, her Harry Potter series continues to captivate the imagination of readers, young and old alike. So, thankfully enough, U.S. Postal does worldwide delivery, which is nice. You know, I can ship a wand off to the UK for like $5 to $15. You know what I'm saying? So I don't break the bank shopping, or excuse me, not shopping, but shipping. There we go. Shipping by works of art. I got these other 2 wands that I'm working on. That was one of them. This is the other wand I'm working on. I'm going to get a crystal for it. And when I glue that in, I'll finish wrapping the copper wiring around it. Yep. But this wand is done, and I must say it has a rather excellent balance to it. It's finely tuned. I give it a good smack on my bed, and it's nice and solid. Oh, excuse me. Can Crush for all my subscribers. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. That was a Doritos loaded food review. And apparently they did really well despite the negative review on Tasted. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ended up in grocery stores nationwide. So, I've already sent Danny Filth a wand. Hopefully it got there. And then I'll send J.K. Rowling her wand when I can. I suppose it wouldn't be a video of mine without just a little bit of guitar playing. There's probably going to be some people who haven't watched my videos in quite some time, and then they come back to my channel like, oh, this guy's still making videos, and then they watch and go, damn, how did he get so fast at guitar playing? My dad seems pretty convinced that I need to see a job coach next week to help me find a job. I have a job, and, you know, I've been working with Wendy's for 3 years now, and I don't really want to change because I'm used to my routine. That's part of having Asperger's, is that once I stick to my routine, you know, it becomes pattern for me, and I don't like breaking from my pattern, you know. But potentially I could be making $1,500 a month, you know, if I found the right job and got enough hours. Which, you know, if I was making $1,500 a month, I think I could live off of that quite comfortably. Also, this Saturday, Wyoming Normal is going to be at Conwell Park from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And as I have Saturday off, I want to go and protest with them. Yep. People on YouTube have said you need to slow down your guitar playing. Do I now? anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Thank you for watching. Catch you all later.